Very much, MD and CEO. Let's have the claps for the MD and CEO and Aquilista 5 Factorial again, starting now. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting closer to listening to the news from our chief guest. Of course, our PS was here and gave us very many goodies, including 700 megawatts. So we are all really keen to hear what the CS is going to say. But before that, let me bring on stage our chairman of the KenGen board, Honorable Alfred Agoi.
Thank you, Frank. Our chief guest, our CS, Cabinet Secretary for Minister of Energy and Petroleum, Honorable James Opio and I, and your permission, allow me so to brag like the way Joe Agoi bragged about you. The CS and I served in the Parliament, 11th and 12th Parliament for a total of 10 years. We did a good job together, and as God wanted it to happen, we have all been found in the same this sector of energy. Now he tells me instructions and I implement. And I think when he comes here, he can say whether I'm doing well or not. Senior. So our chief guest, our Excellency Susan Kihika, represented by our friend John Kiagi, the ambassadors who came in today and who have been with us all the 3 days, and especially the ambassador of the Republic of Germany, represented by Alexandra Faley, members of the diplomatic corps, the CEOs and the chairman of the institution of the sector, who all came to support us. KenGen MD and CEO, Mr. Engineer Peter Njenga, Nation Media Group CEO, Geoffrey Odundo, represented by Joe Agoi, sector chairpersons present here, captains of industries, esteemed investors, development partners, and the private sector representatives, colleagues from the sector, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, and friends. Good evening. They say that it depends where you went to school. I think I was taught after 4, it is good evening. So I think it's good evening. Good evening. Yeah, it is said that great journeys do not end where they began. They leave us changed, renewed, and awakened to new possibilities. This is the feeling that fills my heart today as we draw the curtains on the Sustainable Energy Conference 2025. For 3 days, Olkaria has been more than a venue. It has been a beacon, a laboratory of ideas, and a sanctuary of collaboration. We have stood at the source of Kenya's geothermal power, and we have looked into the future together. We have seen not just what it is, but what could be. A future where Africa lights up our homes, powers our industries, and does so without harming the planet we call home. This conference has reminded us that energy is not merely a sector. It is the lifeblood of development, the engine of human progress. And here at Olkaria, we have seen that lifeblood flowing in that form of steam rising from the earth, a powerful metaphor for the potential that lies within Africa, waiting to be harnessed. We began on Wednesday with a challenge to reimagine the renewable energy landscape for sustainable and inclusive future. Since then, we have listened to global experts on Africa's green energy potential. We have interrogated financing models that will unlock the next phase of growth. And we have charted pathways for partnerships, innovation, youth participation, and climate resilience. we have learned that the energy transition will not be won by technology alone. It will be won by courage, by imagination, and by collaboration. The conversations here have been bold, sometimes uncomfortable, but always purposeful. And that is how real change is born. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to speak from my heart. As chairman of KenGen, I am deeply moved by what this gathering represents. It tells me that we are no longer waiting for the future to happen to us. We are actively shaping it. KenGen, as the largest generator of electricity in East Africa, stands ready to continue being at the vanguard of this transformation. Our board remains committed to expanding renewable capacity, to investing in research and innovation, and to embedding sustainability in every decision we make. We are not just in the business of generating power, we are in the business of generating hope for our children and their children's children. But let us be honest, the work ahead will not be easy. Transitioning to a low carbon economy requires investments, discipline, and a political will. It will test our resolve as governments, as private sector players, and as citizens. Yet, as we have seen over the past 3 days, Africa has the ingenuity, the youth, and the natural endowment to lead the world in the clean energy solutions. As you heard from the representative of the Germany ambassador, he said that we are ahead in green energy. They were at 28%. They have struggled. As of now, they are at 58%. But we are at 93%. So he said that we are their leaders. They may be the leaders in the first world, but in the green energy, we are their leaders. So it is possible. So in fact, let us live here with the conviction that the 21st century can be Africa's century. Not because what others will do for us, but because of what we will do for ourselves. The clean energy revolution is an opportunity to leapfrog into a future where energy poverty is a relic of the past, where our industries are powered by renewables, and where Africa becomes a net exporter of green solutions to the world. Before I conclude, I must express my gratitude to our Cabinet Secretary and the Minister of Energy and Petroleum, Honorable Pio and I. Thank you for coming. We were really waiting to see you and to hear from you, because this is a very critical conference and we want to hear your wisdom. And we are being here is also a stamp that what we are saying, you have been following, and we are aligned. So we are happy. Your signal here, your presence here has been a signal of unwavering government support for this agenda. And then to our sponsors and the partners, your collaboration is a reminder that global challenges demand global solutions. To the Nation Media Group, thank you. Thank you for putting up together a winning team. To my fellow board members, our Managing Director and the CEO, Peter Ndenga, and the entire KenGen staff, you have not only organized a world-class conference, but you have also reaffirmed KenGen's leadership in the energy space. And every delegate, your time, your ideas, and your passion have been the true power behind this SEC 2025. As a symbolic gesture, I invite you to imagine with me as we leave Olkaria. It is as though each of us carries a torch of sustainable energy, back to our nations, our institutions, and our communities. These torches must not be extinguished. They must ignite policies, projects, and the partnerships that will make the conversations here real. And so, with a renewed resolve and a deep optimism, let us go forth knowing that we have not just closed a conference, we have opened a new chapter in the history of Africa's energy future. Thank you. May you travel safely, and may the flame of sustainability we have lit here in our career burn bright for generations to come. Thank you. God bless you all. God bless the continent of Africa. I have the permission of the organizer to invite our chief guest, and we may be upstanding, all of us, with a 5 factorial clap. 1,